Lots of current events. I know who's buying CrossFit.
We could clarify a little bit, though.
No, we don't have to clarify shit. Thoracic rotation keeps you out of the nursing home. That's how you wipe your own ass. You can't wipe your ass. Where are you going?
Someone's going to start doing it for you.
I'm fired up about the Classic.
But everyone better be careful what they say about the squatting.
And the bike, because it's squatting as well.
Dom got this.
Wasting all the good stuff.
Dom got it is a pumpkin spice latte.
I'm out.
But
I'm
it was
immediately out. We're
With this
a
place-
coffee shop in Edinburgh.
It was like fresh pumpkin. Like they have like pumpkins in the back that they're
Sounds
using.
disgusting.
Oh my gosh. And I was like, I didn't get any coffee when we went
You
the
can
first
get black
time.
coffee?
Well, I didn't get anything the first
The
time.
real test is how is the black coffee?
The best I've ever had.
Okay. The place we had
went
in
back-
London is by far the best I've ever had.
I went back at like 5 or 6. Like we were on our way to dinner and it was close to the place we were eating dinner.
What
I
was
was
it
like,
called? Black what?
Black Medicine.
Black Medicine.
Just kind of a cool name. And like we got a bagel sandwich as well. Incredible. Everything was incredible. It was crazy.
And this was in Edinburgh? Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. I have to think of it as 2 words, like with a hyphen in the
Yeah, I've
middle.
always said Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh is what I'd heard. But
Oh, yeah, they kind of say it fast though. It's the same thing. Okay, here's a question. Some people over there have thick accents. It's
really
hard for you to
thick.
understand.
Yeah. It's like
I
their
understand.
tongue is like they're talking back here.
There was a guy in the parking lot who was like talking to me, like one of the attendants was talking to me. Everyone in the car realized I couldn't understand anything he was saying. It's like Dom started speaking for me, thankfully. And Madison knows that like I can't understand people who don't speak like true proper American English. So like even Watkins, like I can understand him now, but like there are people that speak
Billings.
Yeah. Yes. I can't understand them. So Madison will just like notice it and come right in and start talking.
I was the
for me.
interpreter for our group.
Oh yeah.
Billings and Hillary, they could not understand, and so I would slow down. Luckily, I'm kind of a like bastard when it comes to dialect, I guess, for American. So I don't have a true Northern accent, and I don't have a Southern accent. I'm kind of.
I feel like
man
I'm
with
kind of
no
the same
home.
way.
Yeah, you're similar. And so the whole time I'd have to like go between. We used the same driver a couple times, and then he took us out. And the last day we paid him for like 4 or 5 hours, and he took us.
Well,
to
because there's like
Castle
4 or
and-
5 drivers there. It's like
yeah. You don't use. There's no Uber.
There's like,
You have to just call a taxi.
and it's the same few people, right?
Ish, but we just found the same guy that we would use every time, and he was awesome. But so when Hillary or Matt would talk, they would just look at him blankly.
Yeah.
And so I'd have to decipher what Matt said, and then I would have to decipher what the driver, and it's everybody's speaking English.
Yeah.
And I was fine until they started talking to each other. Like our hotel had a cool like pool, steam room, sauna. Mm-hmm. And so I was sitting in the sauna, and there were 3 or 4 local Scotland, what do we say, Aberdenians? We looked it up, but anyway. They go back and forth so fast. I would get lost. I'd catch bits and pieces, but as soon as they'd start talking to each other, I was done.
See, like I would think that anyone who can speak English, as long as I'm not talking like fast, I feel like everyone could understand me. If you're from, like, I know there are people in America who would go over there, Billings, when he speaks, they wouldn't understand him.
Because he doesn't open his mouth or enunciate any of his words, and he has a Southern accent.
So, like, I feel like if you speak English, like, I guess anyone sitting here would be easy to understand. Maybe some of the jargon we would use would be American jargon that they wouldn't understand.
You need like those new AirPods 3. Have you seen that?
It
Translates in real time.
Yeah.
So like you could be speaking Japanese and it would be like I'm at the UN or something, you know?
Do you give one of your headphones to them?
No, you speak back and it puts it to text.
Oh, okay.
Because they're like noise canceling, so you can't really hear what they're saying, but you just hear what the AirPods are interpreting, basically.
I'm sure you could, it doesn't matter, right? Because whether you're noise cancel or not, you're like, they're speaking Japanese.
That is crazy. Well, I'm just saying it would walk over it a little.
Yeah.
But hopefully it blocks out that, and then...
I assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your computer? Are you working this time, or what are you doing?
I didn't know. I thought you guys were going to take a few minutes to get in here, so I just...
I went to, I had a dream trip to Ireland probably 8 or 10 years ago now. And part of it, well, it was an affiliate tour, but part of it was to meet my ancestors and try and get some of the stories, like fill in some gaps I didn't know. And I got to meet my grandfather's best friend, and this guy had the keys to the castle, like all the details I didn't know, like my grandmother's father, and tell me the story of this, that, the other. could not understand a word he said.
Oh, no.
And like every whiskey we drank, it just got worse and worse.
Oh, no.
And I literally recorded it. My dad was like, dude, I'll be able to, he speaks like my dad, I'll be able to understand. I played it back for him and he was like, nope, I got nothing. Like not one word. So maybe AI. This is before AI. So
yeah.
We've been gone a little bit. It's been what, a couple weeks since lots has happened. Lots of current events. I know who's buying CrossFit.
Oh, really?
No, I just said that so Scott can clip it up and put it in the intro just to piss people off. A lot of games being played. A lot of political games being played. It's interesting. Yes, I won't get into any of them whatsoever. But yeah, a lot of positioning.
Yeah,
posturing,
positioning, posturing.
We could clarify a little bit though.
No, we don't have to clarify shit.
Okay.
No.
It is the RFP.
It is
not the RMP.
So I was in Colorado.
Yeah, this was like a few days before I left for South Carolina for Crucible. That was
we're already in Edinburgh. You want to talk through Rogue?
Yeah,
and then we can go
through Rogue. Yeah. Angela, you were there for a month?
Yeah. I was there for like a week, exactly a week. Was really cool. This is my second time in Europe. Dude, it's great. Scotland is
first time.
Italy. Like Rome and Sorrento.
Honeymoon.
Dude, it was great. Like the food everywhere was incredible. The coffee everywhere was pretty incredible. Even Aberdeen was just like a cool town. Like I would compare it to like maybe Chattanooga or Knoxville, like the size of it. It's definitely not Nashville, but like you go into the city and it's like, this is kind of a big city, but you could easily get outside of it. And it turns in like, even where the venue was like 10 minutes outside of the city. And it was like not rural, but definitely more. I mean, there was like you could see from our hotel, which was like a half mile from the venue, there was like this pasture with sheep in it. Mm-hmm. Like rolling hills all over the place. I mean, I thought it was,
cool.
I've never been, I thought it was great.
Yeah, really cool. I think that was my second trip to Scotland. First time was Edinburgh.
Oh yeah, because you didn't go to Rogue last year.
Yeah, I just like the granite houses, thick. Everything looks old. In the U.S. when something gets old, we're like, screw it, let's tear it down.
Yeah, it was cool.
No, let's preserve it and make it whatever. Downtown or city center, I believe is what they call it. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Kids have fun.
Kids had a blast. They don't care, man. They so our trip started out. We got there Thursday midday. Mm-hmm. We left Colorado from our elk hunt at 7:15 on Tuesday. Landed Wednesday morning we got home at midnight. So 12:30, got up, took the kids to school at 6 and picked them up around 2, went to the airport, and we were at the airport and flew out at 7:15, landed the next day at noonish to Aberdeen. Toby came and got the bags because you're like a mile from the airport. Toby came and got our bags. Hillary and Lakeland rode to the hotel with him, and we started walking.
Oh, you walked?
Yeah, so Toby circles back around, picks up Billings, Pfeiffer, Violet, and Kelly. And Trice looks at me, he's like, Dad, can we just run? Hell yeah. So me and Trice ran the last 3/4 of a mile. He ran in Crocs the entire time. And I was running at like a zone 2 pace, ran the whole time. That kid it was crazy, in Crocs.
What a gangster.
Just ran the whole way. Cool. I mean, he needed to. After being on that plane for 8 hours, he was nuts.
I know he's still doing baseball. What else is he doing?
Nothing right now. Fall was pretty tough. I traveled a bunch, so I knew that getting multiple kids to practice. Lakeland's playing basketball pretty heavily, middle school basketball. So he's fine doing. Yeah. He's so active anyway. So sports wasn't that big. There was nothing really. They played flag football this summer, so that was their last sport they played. He didn't play fall ball. Fall ball gets a little crazy.
Yeah, good for you.
Put 4 or 5 games in a week and super late, so we didn't do it.
You're setting a good example for other parents.
You
don't have to do the crazy.
You don't have to every season. Lakeland though has really enjoyed basketball. So, but yeah, Trice, we ran the rest of the way there. That night, I think we just hung out, went to dinner, took the kids to the pool. There once again there was that cool spa. It was like a sauna. There was a steam room, a 25-meter pool, and then the shower was the coldest shower I've ever been in. So I could do some hot, cold stuff.
Nice.
So that was good to get right off getting off the plane. And then kind of the crazy. Well, no, I guess that night we had to check in. I had to do all the check-in stuff. I was a little bit late to that, so got my kilt. Angela, I could have just given you my kilt. You didn't have to go buy one. Angelo showed up to our workout at Aberdeen in a full kilt.
Let's go. Anything underneath?
No.
Yeah, he had shorts. He saw
it was like 40 degrees.
Yeah.
So I had shorts on underneath it. I wanted to wear it all weekend, but I just wore it for like Saturday mostly, just to get the experience. I wanted to have the experience. It's so comfortable.
Do you have any like ancestry over there?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, I'm Italian.
So cultural appropriation. Did they accuse you of that?
No, I didn't know. I think it's the common skin color helps.
Yeah.
That definitely helps.
So you coached in the kilt?
Yeah,
I coached in the
Saturday
kilt.
and at the workouts. But Friday Inga coached the class, or we did some. I think we did 2 classes a day. Inga coached them. I worked out at one of them each day.
We did on Friday. Me and Dom did our talk.
Yeah,
which went.
I guess
well.
Thursday night I got to do, but also got to do. I guess both can be equally.
True.
The VIP dinner, the Legends dinner. So we did that. Hung out with everybody.
Did you play the mini golf at all? Did you guys play the mini golf?
I did 4 holes with Lauren in between like events and stuff. We did a little.
It was pretty fun.
Interview thing. It was pretty. Yeah, it was actually really.
It's cool that like I don't know who built it, but some guy literally just built that and he builds them and brings them around.
Yeah, it was a little bit of pressure though because it was like on the screen, so it was, 4 holes. I did have a hole in one on one of them.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah.
I didn't get a hole in one.
I didn't have. Putt. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have anything over two strokes.
Really?
In 4 holes. Like
getting warmed up for
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow.
I hit some golf balls yesterday.
Let's go.
We're sidetracking at that point.
Okay. Sorry. When did
Thursday night was the VIP. Friday we did the breakout session, and then the competition started on.
When was
Friday.
the thing at Rob's in Aberdeen? Was that before?
That was
Saturday
morning. We're getting there.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm getting there. So you coached all day.
Yeah, and then Dom and I had a presentation that like overlapped with when warm-ups needed to happen, and we're like kind of panicking about we need to do it, and we need to be at the warm-ups, and there's like a miscommunication. Well, because no one really knows the schedule until a couple days out, so we're trying to schedule stuff, and we're like, well, this should work. And then we get the schedule, like, well, actually, we're going to have to be at warm-ups that time, so we go over there, and there's a breakout session already going on that we're trying to walk over, basically, and so we're waiting for them to finish. They go over by like 30 minutes. And so me and Dom just like look at each other at the time we have. We're like, well, let's just do what we can. So like we like did, instead of 45 minutes, we did about 20 minutes. And we had what seemed like all of Vendor Village there. Like,
nice.
But we just Mo said it was one of the better talks that they had. It was awesome. They wanted me to go over there and do it. And I'm like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. If you guys are the reason, like,
It turned out way better. We were panicked because the timing was like literally led up to the event, and we wanted to be in the warm area for like 20 minutes before, and so we cut the back half of the 20 minutes out. And it went well. Like I feel like we actually, a lot of people came up to us all weekend like asking follow-up questions like, hey, I thought about this when you were talking about that. So that was actually really fun. And it was our topic was coaching competitive athletes. So it's just like, it's like it's a meatball down the middle for me and Dom. Like just,
but isn't it like refreshing, and Coaches Congress did this for me, but like that there is so much desire, man. Like people are craving that learning, and like to be like,
sure.
When it resonates or when it sticks and they come up and ask you the questions later on, you're like, yes.
No, that was really cool that like, and I think people even commented like on our Instagram and just like made comments to us about how good it was, and Rich got a text how good it was. And I mean, it literally just is like the easiest thing for me and Dom to talk about coaching competitive athletes. We kind of broke it down.
What were you wearing?
What was I wearing?
Yeah, I saw a picture and you looked like a moron.
I was wearing my coach's button up and some joggers that Madison got me at the mall there. And my orange hat. Everyone loves the orange hat. This is actually the new. This is not the one I was wearing. This is the new one.
Wearing into the storm one.
Yeah, this is the new one.
This turned out pretty good. I just hate orange.
Oh, I really like it. Well, I mean, I'm not wearing it. I'm wearing it on purpose so the athletes can see me.
Yeah. Oh.
So they could see me in the warm, because there's a lot of people in the warm area, and it's moderately big, and so they can just like pick me out and ask me a question.
I found my other vest, so we're gonna put some patches on that. The vest I had to wear in Colorado is literally fluorescent orange.
Oh yeah.
Matt was like, some of the oranges are faded a little bit after years of use. This one I had Matt had the same thing on, and you could, if you were glassing anywhere, you're just like, oh, there's another sun over there, so you know the elk see you.
It is crazy. I mean, I don't buy that they can't see it. But anyways, so yeah, Friday was really good. Coaching wise, went good. Definitely not bad. I think it was
Events
just
were
like
heavy. Everything was really heavy.
You and I were talking about this. What was funny when we started to break down event 2 and event 3.
We won't break down.
Just like there were some redundancies is the word I'm looking for. There's some redundancies. The first workout I thought was one of the coolest workouts I've seen. It was 160 heavy dumb runners.
I like that one.
80 meter handstand walk.
60
that workout
GHD.
was really cool.
That was a cool workout. I thought that one was great. And a lot of the workouts were great on their own.
Yeah. Oh, I think every workout was great on their own.
I'll just say I wasn't crazy about the way they were structured throughout the weekend, and some of them had some redundancies. But
yeah. But event 1 was just incredible.
I thought that was one of the cooler events of the week.
Yeah, I just like chippers, and I like the way they tell the story, and I just like those movements, so I just thought it was fun to watch. Coaching on Friday went good. I don't know much to say about it, I guess.
Friday, I'm trying to think of what else I had. I worked out with a group that morning. Spiel and Dan jumped in. Then Friday afternoon, I took the kids, Hillary and Billings, and Matt and Kelly and Pfeiffer and Violet all went and kind of toured the city. Trice and Lakeland wanted to just go watch the events. And so they really enjoyed. We were up in the Rogue booth. Really enjoyed the strongman stuff.
Dude, the strongman events were so cool.
They were cool. Oh
my gosh.
They enjoyed watching the game stuff too, or the CrossFit stuff too, which was really cool. Then did a little meet and greet. Got to meet Thor, which the kids Trice thought was the coolest thing ever.
That is the coolest thing ever.
A large human being.
I wanted to leave. This coincides with that. I wanted to leave watching the girls and run back to help Hatfield warm up. And I'm like dead sprinting because I'm trying to get back to the warm up area because he's got like 10 minutes before he goes. And I'm running, and I get to the hallway, and Thor's walking through the hallway, and I stop. I go, all right, I guess I'm walking. I'm not going to push past him. I'm not going to push past him, and he's taking up the entire hallway. So I guess I'm walking.
Big dude, it was me.
Homeboy doesn't waste calories.
Who was it? It was me, Josh Everett. Who else was it? I can't remember the third one. It was chaos because we were just doing a step and repeat meet and greet for about an hour. Mountain Ops has combined my two biggest passions, fitness and the outdoors, as well as sourcing quality ingredients. Mountain Ops Supplements has helped me get the most out of my training sessions in and out of the gym. If you want to start taking your results seriously, I've put together a bundle of Mountain Ops products. New and returning customers save 20% on their purchase when you visit mountainops.com and use the code Froning. That's MTNOPS.com, code FRONING. When it comes to training flooring, durability is the most important factor. With Regapol's established 65-year history, the decision for our studio flooring was simple. Made from recycled tires, Regapol floors are indestructible, durable, and easy to install, and has less smell than other rubber flooring products on the market. To purchase, go to roguefitness.com and search Regupol. That's spelled REGUPOL. Get strong, grow durable, and unlock your potential on Regapol rubber flooring.
We met Thor after the Arnold, or before something one year at Rogue HQ.
Dude, you should have.
We were walking out, and he called your name. We went over and shook his hand.
Yeah.
He was doing boxing training.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's even crazier. That
just getting hit.
He has an idea.
Fist.
He knows how to punch you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then Thor was there, so we were just tiny compared to them.
I've never seen somebody dwarf an echo bike the way he does. It was insane.
I would like to see him on an echo bike, actually.
Oh my gosh! He has the handles down his hips. He's literally just sitting there, and he's just. It's adorable. The bike looks adorable. The bike looks adorable underneath him. He's just pedaling it.
I'm surprised they don't make him a custom one.
I mean, he might need one.
I remember back in the day.
It's some Spiel on it is the opposite. The handles are at his face.
I just remember not last year. When Yao Ming was taking over the NBA, Concept 2 made him a custom rower.
Year?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he actually get to a full.
Yeah.
Did you just say last year?
I said that, but then I corrected myself.
Yao Ming is
in 2000
when I was in high school.
Yeah. It was a minute ago.
2001 when.
Oh,
Yeah,
what about the
man.
Rogue ski ergs? Did you hop on one?
No, I did not.
They're
Looks
so
cool.
awesome.
Looks really
Yeah,
cool.
it's just like the Echo Rower where it's so overbuilt and you didn't know you needed it until
Yeah.
you got on it.
Dom goes.
And there's what's one of the coolest things about it too.
Oh,
there's
yes.
feet lines, so you know where your feet always are.
yes.
You know, because like sometimes you hop on it. Granted, you kind of have your idea of where it's in between the
bolts.
the ADA ones we have and the regular ones, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
pretty wide, but not like
are.
I'm pretty sure they're ADA,
Yeah, they
right?
are.
And so, man, it's such a cool.
Oh, that is cool. The lines on the floor is like a feature you didn't know.
You needed. Yep.
Dom said as soon as they brought the ski ergs into the warm-up area, he goes, as soon as they come out with a bike erg, I'll buy all three because he said I have the Echo bike. I bought it like 4 years ago. It's in my garage. It'll never die.
Never dies.
So I'm just gonna buy all three, and then I'll never have to buy another machine again.
Yep.
Bike's the last thing they need to make, right? Like
Yeah,
a
Yeah.
bike.
erg?
I'm sure it's coming.
Just a bike. I'm sure it's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was Friday. I'm trying to think. That was Halloween.
Yeah.
We took the kids out trick or treating, and
Was it like at the venue?
no, we
Okay.
went out in neighborhoods.
Heck yeah.
cool.
And we walked probably 2 miles, and I think they hit 7 houses. Granted,
Late?
it was perfect. No, it was right at dark. There's just like if the light was on, we'd go up to it, and sure enough, they'd have candy.
Lots of kids?
I think we went to the wrong part because once we got on the bus to go to dinner farther downtown, we should have kind of started down there and then went to dinner. But they didn't care. I mean,
Yeah.
it was good. We probably walked the amount of candy they got.
Yeah.
So it was good. They got their candy. Wasn't that big of a deal. It was fun. It wasn't terrible. But I was surprised that there was actually some houses going on.
Yeah, that's cool.
But we did that. That was Friday. So then Saturday, that was hard getting up that morning because we stayed out, not late, but we didn't get back till 10:30. And then Angelo picked me up. Angelo driving in Scotland was an interesting thing.
That's an
too.
adventure.
The morning that I picked him up, I got a speeding ticket.
Did you get a
Attaboy.
ticket?
I not yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
Yeah.
They just have cameras.
Yeah, right.
And we were just talking. I wasn't paying attention. I was going like 8 or 9 over, and I just in the back, I saw a flash, and I had remembered seeing like speed camera. I was like, oh yeah, I just got a ticket.
Got me. You got me.
Dude, Rob's place is awesome. It's cool.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
so
never
cool.
been.
I'm
to
not
the old one.
surprised, but-
I've never been to the old one, but the new one is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's cool. Cool down in the harbor wharf area.
Yeah.
I guess we found out later that our driver was pretty fired up politically, and basically saying that the EU took away all their fishing rights and killed their like fishing infrastructure.
Really?
And so he said a lot of those old buildings were just vacant. So I'm sure that's how Rob kind of got where they're at. But it's awesome. It's cool. Big, tall ceilings, open block walls, old block walls. Cool.
Well, like yeah,
Didn't smell
it
like
looks
fish?
like
No.
it looks like an old, I guess like fishing warehouse
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, and then you go in and it's like brand new. Like it's like as nice or nicer than this room, like brand new
yeah.
Rogue equipment, like it has that seal row machine, which it's huge but so cool.
Yeah.
Like you use it for one
thing.
exercise,
That's
but
all
it
it's used for.
it is so cool. They have one of those mono benches that the athletes were using, those which are sweet. They had like a couple of the squat racks that are like overbuilt with all the cables and everything, and the I call it the rig mounted foam roller. You ever seen those? Where like
have one.
It's meant
Yeah.
for
Bulgarian
like,
split squats.
but it's like you can just like pin it into the rig at whatever height you want and can literally foam roll on.
it goes on the FMLs.
Yeah.
Man, those FML trainers are awesome.
It is, dude. That they had
They have
those.
3 of those, I think.
They had them in the Rogue booth, and they
Yep.
had like all the attachments.
There's one
in
that
the
has
world.
they have a TV attachment for it now.
Yes, they were using them for
Yeah.
their
Dude,
markers. It's so cool. The TV attachment is sick.
they never miss.
No,
I saw your, it was for the FML, right? Your promotional video. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was great. They just asked me
yeah.
on the fly. He's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you have one of these? Will you talk about it?" I was like, "Absolutely," because it's
Yeah.
great. Because I've
Yeah.
had different iterations in the basement. I've had, we had a Rich Froning rig, I think, or rack at one point. It was just a basic rack, and it was great. Did everything we needed. Then I got the Cave, which is awesome,
yeah.
but it's big. And then they came out with the FML, and FML is by far one of the cooler things that they make now.
I feel like if you could afford it, the cave in your garage would be awesome. But it seems like at Mayhem, it's like AJ gets the most use out of it.
Yeah,
but
for
I
sure.
think that
It's
if we honestly
great for personal training.
Rehab.
honestly at
personal
Mayhem,
training.
what we should do is take down the Cave and get 2 FMLs, and it would be perfect right there.
Yeah.
We have that one before they had the FML, Josh wanted a cable crossover. This thing is better than that. Like I need to tell Josh we need to get rid of that and get 2 or 3 FMLs.
Yeah, well, and we're out of storage space. So if you want to put it in my garage, it's fine.
The cave. I think Darren has one, right?
Darren has the cave.
Yeah, that's what
I had in the basement for the longest time.
I think that is really good for if you, like he's saying, like for AJ's personal training stuff. Like those are great. And if you have that kind of that space, like that's just perfect for that. Then it's. I mean, it opens you up to
other movements that you'll otherwise skip out on. You know, like if you're like, I'm dedicated CrossFitter and I'm not going to a Globo gym, like it's got some of the.
This might hurt the Rogue sales on the cave. The FML is better. Like it is more like just there's more more attachments you can add to it. You can put a Rhino squad in it. You can.
The Rhino squad is sick.
Like the cables adjust on the It's the only thing it lacks is the storage. Yeah. Which the cave you can have, but you can have a separate dedicated storage.
The storage isn't that big of a deal.
It's better.
Is it still like a power rack?
Yes.
Like you can.
It looks a little bit like the thing behind you.
Yeah, it looks similar to that, but it has deeper.
Yeah.
But then it has on the front side, it's got cables all over. It's got the trees.
Can you do stuff inside of it if you need to?
Yes.
You can have the Rhino squat is like behind it, and then you have a squat rack in front of it.
And then you could bench on the front of it or pull up on front of it.
Because the cave is nice, and I guess this would be too because you can do conjugate inside, like banded stuff inside of it.
Yes. All kinds. It's the most versatile thing, and I'm not just saying that because it's Rogue. Like it is.
No,
it is
so
incredible.
Cool. Like, and they had it set up, of course, with all the coolest gadgets on it. And so the first day that we got there, I was completely out of clothes, so I had to go to the Rogue booth to buy like a shirt and a hoodie because I had no clothes left. And I was wearing like. Underwear I've washed in the sink 3 times, and so
I forgot underwear.
You forgot underwear?
Well, because I always wear shorts with underwear liner, and then I brought jeans to wear.
But so that's like your number one rule. I remember you telling me like bring enough underwear.
But I didn't plan on wearing jeans, or didn't think about wearing jeans.
Yeah. I didn't
I've switched that rule since.
Having
the built-in liner shorts.
Me too.
I just completely forgot.
So what'd you do when you wore jeans?
Here's the deal: is like
You know the answer. You know.
I packed my bag.
Yeah.
For Scotland before Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
With the full intention of hunting up until Wednesday, getting home and having Hillary bring the bag and 3 kids.
Oh, wow.
And slowly throughout the week kind of determined that it would be best that I got home on Tuesday.
Yep.
And I didn't think about the underwear because I had all my underwear for my Colorado bag.
Yeah. I'll never forget the first time that we went to BCS, you told me that you should bring enough underwear to poop your pants once a day.
Twice a day.
Twice a day.
Yeah.
Twice a day.
More underwear than t-shirts you had.
I usually do but the problem is
not because you poop your pants.
No.
Just in case though.
Not in a while.
I struggled with underwear the entire time I was gone.
I had to buy some underwear to answer your question.
When I went to South Carolina, I brought 1 pair of underwear. I re-wore them every single day. And then when I went to the beach, we were at a VRBO, so I could wash my underwear there. And then when I went to Scotland, dude, I had 3 pair of underwear, and I was done by Tuesday.
Why don't you just buy underwear? Or bring more?
I'm pretty picky about the underwear that I have, honestly, and I can't just like buy underwear and wear them.
What's your go-to?
I have these American Eagle, you can see it's like a compression.
Yeah.
Loose compression kind of,
Yeah, it's
I go with the compression brief. I have Reebok ones from years ago.
Yeah.
And they're starting to get holes in them, so I need to find
They're just like, that's kind of why I got these, because I was kind of running out of those.
Have you tried the Saks one?
Yeah, dude, I don't like the way
curtain.
It's got the ballpark.
I know, but is there a curtain like? I have a pair that has a little like.
No, they've got all different styles.
That really messes me up.
Yeah,
I don't like
that could go terribly wrong.
I don't like how it puts it out in front too much. It's like vulnerable.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because normally I can just like tuck it down.
Yeah, you're putting up the big weights. You got to get that guy out of the way.
from Target.
Back, I guess.
I get my other underwear from Target, so I can just like kind of tuck it away and it's out of the way.
So once we get a Target, you can get more underwear.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost there.
You guys know what I'm saying? The Target underwear.
I've never Target underwear.
You did. Come on.
It's got no form. It's just like
no. I'm just saying like they came out with like the transgender underwear.
Oh gosh, all right.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're not going down that rabbit hole.
I thought he was being serious.
No, I'm not being serious.
Saturday morning, we worked out with 90 people.
90.
Dom and Angelo did great.
It was fun.
I just worked out with everybody. I thought it was great. It was basically you had 3 10-minute AMRAPs. And at first, I think the way we did it was best.
Was better just because of skill level.
Yeah, because at first we had dedicated reps and calories per machine technically, but we switched it up a little bit. I'll just go off the rotation I did, but it was max cal row, and max dumbbell snatch. Switch however you want, 2 people working at once. And 3-minute rest, max reps toes to bar, max reps burpee to a plate. Switch whenever you wanted.
Okay.
Rest 3 minutes. Max reps wall ball, max reps cows or max cows on the Echo bike. Switch whenever you wanted. So there was no dedicated. It was a pretty awesome. I mean, we had 90 people working out at one time in that space.
It looked like after the first 10-minute AMRAP that like people were already tired.
Yeah.
So it was like good.
Yeah,
They're doing it appropriately.
Yeah, it was perfect. You know, you could kind of pick a movement. We basically went off of the we went time.
Bike time,
I think we went time on the rower.
I think
every
that's
30 seconds.
Yeah, that's what
Then we went started out 15 toes to bar, quickly went to 10 toes to bar while the other person did just max reps on the burpees and then rotate to a rest. Then on the wall balls, we did 15 wall balls, max cows on the Echo.
Back to what we were saying about like learnings. I think that kind of stuff is invaluable. Like I've been around for a long time, but like you go to a level 1, you knew exactly how many participants, you knew what the workout was, equipment availability, et cetera. But having 90 people show up and being able to flex on the fly and things like that. And look, there probably everybody wasn't moving perfectly, and like there's room for improvement in that sense. But like to get everybody moving in a large group, like even with
obviously, you know, if it's a class, it's way different. There's, you know, a purpose. There's teaching points. But hey, we've got an hour, and we wanted to get 90 people moving together at the same time. And you know, we had some ideas on what we wanted to do. It's really hard. I struggle with this. Of, you know, I can come up with a plan before we get there, but when I see the space, then everything kind of comes together, and that's exactly what we did. We kind of on the fly did it.
Yep.
And if you can do that, you can certainly flex for 30 people show up to your class.
100%.
You know,
we when I think on the way there, Dom and I were talking about gosh dang it, what were we talking about? Anyways, I'll change my subject. Maliola said to me before. Like I asked him kind of like, what should my goals be when I have that many people? And he said, if you can get everybody to squat below parallel, then that consider it a win. Like that should be, because we were talking like foundational movements.
I didn't squat below parallel.
Yeah.
Toby was filming my left side. I'm like, Toby, you got to get on the right side,
give me my strong side.
Yeah.
That like walking is probably the most functional movement you can do. Like if you can't walk, you can't do anything. But then like squatting is pretty close by. Like you need to be able to sit in a chair and sit on the toilet, things like that. So
I thought it was like thoracic rotation.
Thoracic rotation.
He thinks
thoracic rotation keeps you out of the nursing home.
It is up there. I think thoracic rotation is up there.
That's how you wipe your own ass. If you can't wipe your ass, where are you going?
Someone's gonna start doing it for you.
Yeah.
So I really
walking,
thought about
squatting,
that.
And thoracic rotation. Those are the 3 things.
About trying to get everybody to squat below parallel, like at all costs. And I would say that over 90% of the people squatted below parallel the entire time. And if they weren't, there was one guy who said he had just had both knees replaced. So like he did wall push press. That's fine. I walked up to him and he saw me come up and he goes,
I get it.
He goes, I can't. And I said, I figured you had an excuse. He goes, yeah, I mean, my knees are busted, man. I can't do it. I'm like, cool. Yeah, so like we worked on everybody's squat.
That'll be you soon.
Be me soon.
Yep.
I'm there. I talked to Matt Chan. Me and Matt Chan were. Angelo came up with the Osmo in between the Legends event and was like, and it's us talking about our knees and what if replacement was an option for me and that type of deal. So
Did you film that, Angelo?
He tried a little bit. I tried to film a little bit. They got a little skittish when I brought the camera out.
Hey,
those old men.
Matt would be a great guest for the meat eater.
No, I think it'd be great. Yeah, no,
he is such a smart dude.
He just killed a monster in Utah, which he's gonna let us go hunt it next year. The guy.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I hope so. But anyway.
Dom and I were talking, real quick, that we were talking about like people who show up to those things usually are like CrossFitters who've been doing it for a little while. So they're not usually, because beginners are probably nervous to go to just a random workout with people who aren't their coaches. So you end up getting people who are somewhat like doing CrossFit consistently.
Yeah. That's what's so good about those
easier.
Coaches Congress events is they're mostly coaches and owners, so they're going to move pretty well.
And still, but the only thing that I'll say a counter is at the games, you remember we did the 3 hours, 30-minute workouts back to back to back, and one of the volunteers, who's a coach, called it out, and she wasn't wrong. Like when we did the single dumbbell deadlifts, you demoed it fantastically, obviously, but you went outside the foot. Then there was people that were going inside the foot and their knees were doing a bunch of weird stuff. You know, it's just a bad briefing. You know what I mean? But like, because there's also coaches watching your class, like probably people who didn't participate who are watching, and they're learning from you also. So small, anyways, an opportunity for improvement that I noticed. But to your point, most of them are good movers, et cetera, and they just want a good workout.
And it was great. It was difficult to coach literally just because of the space.
Well, you couldn't move around.
You couldn't really walk around. Like you had to like choose your path and like move really quickly while people were resting or something.
Yeah,
and try to go coach someone.
So for me, a lot of that, the hardest part of that, or the most frustrating part of that, is one, briefing the workout. Yeah. Two, making sure people know which equipment they're moving to and what they're using, so people don't start overlapping. That was one thing that I've noticed when we do coach these things that I take for granted at times, where we did it with when I was coaching with Inga and Facundo. You know, we had 30 or 40 people working out, and so we had to like, all right, get in a line, get behind your rower, first person go move to where your barbell is going to be, and then move to where your pull-up bar is going to be, so everybody could kind of see where they were going, because people like, if you don't brief that stuff, which you don't think about at first, you're like, you know, if you're not running a big class most of the time, there's plenty of equipment. There's plenty of
you can saunter around
rigs,
and
so then you've got to like the hard part too is programming for that, and so you don't think about those types of things until you get on the floor and you're like, oh shit, I didn't think about that. So then you got to be able to go on the fly. And luckily, we've been in those situations. Honestly, coaching like Train with Rich for me has been so. And honestly, if I could, you know, hand that off to somebody, which Josh does a great job of that, Malone, it helps me so much more. But then if it doesn't happen, then immediately I start to spiral, because I don't want people to lose the intent of the workout. Yeah. You know, like the huge part obviously is, hey, we want to get everybody moving. We want everybody to get a good workout and have some fun, because man, it's just so much fun working out with a big group like that. At first you're like, oh, I'm not going to get a good workout. By the time we were done, everybody got a good workout.
100%. Yeah, we, you know, I'm the assistant coach for the girls lacrosse team in high school. And I learned that lesson the hard way, is like, they're not seasoned CrossFitters, right? So like, we're teaching the basics, but I've made the mistake a few times of trying to be like, in round one, you're doing these 3 movements, in round 2, you're doing these. And by the time the leaders, you know, some kids get it, and Coco's been around CrossFit enough that she's just flying with her partner. But some of them are just like, wait, what do I, or you get to the end and they're like, they obviously did it completely wrong. And you're like, oh man,
dang it.
You got to keep it really, really simplified.
Yep. Heck yeah. Saturday we did the Legends event. That was pretty fun. Luckily I had 2 assassins, Margot and Becca Voigt, which still both compete and work out at a high level. So that was a ton of fun. The workout was
3-person team.
3-person team, 100 bench at 135, 95. 70 burpee box jump overs. Both movements can be going at the same time, but the sandbag had to be held, and a bear hug. It was a ton of fun. It's just so cool to get out there with, you know, Everett, who I watched when I first started doing CrossFit, Annie Sakamoto being out there. Annie was out there pregnant. It was just so cool and so much fun to get around those guys and girls. Tanya Wagner, and all of them have become friends over the years, and it was a ton of fun. But yeah,
and people, it is fun to see. People are so fired up.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
I wish we could have done. I would have been. It'd have been awesome. And I know logistically, but just to do an event a day would have been awesome. Yeah, you know, it feels kind of not worthless, but you're just like, oh, we get to do one, and it took. I think it took us like 4 minutes or 4.5 minutes. It was. You know, it was a ton of fun, and it was great to be out there, but just kind of like, you want more, right?
I think the fear is that, like, not everyone works out like
not
you
everybody
do.
works out like, you know, some
you
of
want
us
more.
Some people are like, hey, I don't want an event every day.
Yeah. Maybe we look at,
but
like,
it is cool. I think,
hey, who wants to opt into a workout every day? Who wants to make
Yeah.
it kind of serious? Who wants to make it, you know, whatever? I would love to do something like that, because, you know, you get out there and, you know, you have fun. And I mean, I still enjoy doing partner or team competitions where, you know, some of the guys and girls just, they don't do that anymore, but it would be fun.
What do you, I mean, we can talk about, I guess we can continue on with the weekend before we talk about where you think it's going next year.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I've heard rumors, but I don't want to just.
They won't give you the goods?
I didn't really ask. Okay. You know, I got to talk to Katie and Bill just a little bit, and Sherry and Rick, which is awesome. Sherry and Hillary were talking Highland cows and all that type of stuff. And then I got to see Rick when I was walking over one morning, which is Katie's dad, and he's just busting away on the freaking tow motor, just, you know, working.
He's a grinder.
So it was great. So yeah, Saturday, then you guys, I'm trying to think. Oh, then I played a little bit of putt-putt, and then honestly, the coolest thing I did all weekend, at the golf. They had a golf longest drive simulator.
Oh,
so
yeah,
people could do 1 minute of max reps deadlifts, and then they got a short break, and then they had to hit a golf ball.
Oh my god!
A drive, longest drive. It was so much fun. I did it for an hour and just sitting there like, coaching people up on some deadlifts, trying to talk people into doing it. And you could choose. I have no idea how the scoring worked.
Yeah.
You could do different weights. And
Wait, was this in promotion of anything or just for fun?
It was in the beer garden. So in the beer garden, you had
there was
some Scottish like carnival game where you're knocking over whiskey boxes. There was food, obviously. There was putt-putt. There was
long drive simulator.
There was cornhole with the 10 kilo sandbags or something like that. There was Scottish Highland games with like stones, throwing stuff over, whatever. And then there was deadlifting.
Did you see the hammers, the Thor hammers?
Thor hammers. You could pick up Thor hammers.
Did you try any of them?
No. Billings was happy he picked up the 200 or something like that.
Did he?
He said he did. He said he lifted it up like 6 inches off the ground.
Okay. I didn't consider it a full rep until I stood up and held it.
Oh, okay. Erg shoot was. What do you do? Just hook grip it?
Well, there wasn't any chalk, so I did the 150 and I did the 175 just barely. And when I just barely did it, my hands were getting clammy. I'm like, there's no way I can do the 200. I wanted to try. There was some, but I didn't want to like.
You hook grip
of course I.
Yeah.
I don't know I think it might have been too thick for me to hook grip. But I definitely did the 150, the 175. I wanted to try the 200, but I knew there was just no chance.
Yeah.
Erg shoot was over there, and then, which is really cool. We got to do that when we were in London.
I talked to Matt quite a bit these days. He said they're coming out with a rifle. He sent me there's some prototypes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ask if we're allowed to say that. I assume so.
I saw some of them. I didn't get my hands on them. Pretty cool thing to do. And then it was it was awesome. It was so much fun. Just not talking trash, but like getting people hyped up, coaching a little bit on the deadlift, and then watching them swing a golf. They had like a golf pro too that would kind of help you with your swing and try to teach them some stuff. But man, it was fun.
Hell yeah, I love that.
I'm trying to think of what else.
They do such a good job of making it interactive and fun.
Yeah,
and what I mean.
It was great.
Like, just put on a great event.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. That was Saturday. Then we went out to eat. I think Saturday. I don't know.
Have you eaten the haggis or no?
I didn't eat haggis. I heard it was really good, actually, surprisingly.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Really? Yeah, I heard it was great.
Oh, it's so good. Like there's different.
It's like basically like turkey and gravy, or stuffing, kind of is what they said, right?
I
had a Scotch egg.
Depends the way you have it.
It wasn't a great Scotch egg.
Oh, what's that?
Like
I didn't have that.
Scotch egg is you take you soft boil or hard boil an egg. Then you wrap it in sausage and then deep fry it in breadcrumbs. We had one in London. It was incredible. I had one on the Rogue show, but it was cold.
Oh yeah,
and just
not as good.
Like had sat for a while. It wasn't great.
Like there were two. There's like the haggis fritters. I think is like a
deep fried.
Yeah, it's like a patty, almost like it tastes just like sausage. Because I mean, basically is. Those are incredible. But I think the best that I had was like more of like a meatloaf style.
Oh,
Not
okay.
meatloaf, more of like an oatmeal style almost. But it's like, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I wish I would have tried it. We didn't have a great place. So I did.
So good.
We did do fish and chips on Sunday, and it was really good fish.
Yes.
Chips were okay, but the fish was incredible. We went someplace, once again, we hired a guy. Called? We went to a castle, the Bay. It was down, obviously, by
a bay.
The harbor. It was it was like some type of award they'd won, and the fish was top notch.
Dude, it's like, was it like, it's like
super
really
light, flaky, and then they had a fresh. They had made the tartar sauce. It was really good.
It's so good. I actually really enjoy fish and chips.
I love fish and chips. I think it's
there's
good fish and chips is.
What's
solid.
crazy is that the fish and chips at Disney in like Epcot is legit. It legitimately is good. From having legitimately good fish and chips, I actually am pleasantly surprised with.
I don't want to take away.
No, go ahead.
Nope, we'll circle back to it. But I have a comment based on a Disney thing. So Sunday, that was Saturday. Sunday, I just went and worked out with the group again in the morning. We did 30 cal row, 20 shoulder to overhead, 95 pounds, 10 bar muscle ups. New round every 6-ish minutes because we had 30 people, and so we would basically every 2 minutes start it. Inga's son Alex, who's like Trice's age, did the workout with me. It was pretty fun.
Oh,
He was awesome. He was grinding away doing burpee box jump overs instead of the muscle ups. He would row as long as I would row. He'd go grab his empty barbell while I did that, and then he'd burpee box jump over. It was awesome. Sunday, yeah. Then we went and kind of toured around, got to see Scotland a little bit. Cool kids got to see a castle, and then we did some of the other stuff.
You love to be with your family.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, do you not love leaving as much because you're away from them? So, like, in other words, would you travel all the time if you could always bring them? Like,
yeah, I think so. They did really well on the planes. They're getting to the age where they can travel a little bit better. You know, the hard part is like when you go to a CrossFit event and I'm down on the floor or I've got access to somewhere that they can't get, they get pissed off because they're just not used to being told no here, and they're always around. But yeah, no, now that the kids are older, man, I'll travel with them as much as they want. And,
I think it's like a dream, right?
The hard part is with school. And,
yes.
But I'm like 4 days in Scotland, 5 days in Scotland to miss school. They're going to get more out of.
And we did, I took the last time we went to Europe with our kids, they were probably Lake and Trice's age-ish, and school will give you the homework to take with you. Whatever. You know, you're like, look, I'm not missing this opportunity.
Get them to do schoolwork.
100. Oh, dude, it was biggest fights I've ever had with Coco.
We tried to make it up when we got home last night, and I was about to lose my mind. We got 3/4 of it done. The little two, I just gave up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, they got more out of it. Lakeland, yeah, she probably needs to like do some of the stuff, but them, it's like, you know.
Oh, dude, I'm with you. Yeah, and it was modest. They were like, keep a journal. Tell us what you did.
Oh, yeah,
and my kids were like kicking and screaming. I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah. We did pictures. So anytime we'd do something cool, we'd take a picture with them. Well, I guess Trice, well, I was doing the Legends event. Trice is like, hey, Mom, video me telling Miss Francis what's going on. And so it's like a video. Trice, she goes, Miss Francis, this is what my dad is doing.
That is awesome.
Sweet. And I'm working out on the floor.
That is so
it's the video so funny. He's like, hey, Miss Francis, this is what my dad is doing.
Yes.
It was so good. He was so fired up about it, and they were so fired up. They're like, you won. And I'm like, yeah, kids, I won. You know, like they thought it was the coolest thing ever.
That's good.
Movies. Did you watch any movies or did you work the whole time? You and Dom were kind of together, right?
There was no Wi-Fi on the way back. I tried to jump out the window a dozen times because I can't do any work. So like I'd planned on doing 9 hours of computer work on the way back because that's what I did on the way there. I stayed up all night and I worked on my computer the entire time, did all my work. Anything I could get done, I did.
Work.
And then when we got on the flight, or when we were lining up, this girl behind us, I said to Madison, I go, I'll jump out the window if there's no Wi-Fi. And the girl goes, oh yeah, there's gonna be no Wi-Fi on this flight. Just a girl in line. I'm like, what does she know?
I'll teach you a trick. The whole Google Suite can go offline. You can do offline mode, so you can reply to emails, whatever, and then when you go back online, it'll send them all for you, and like it's done and dusted.
Do that. I contemplated suicide for the first hour, watched a movie, contemplated suicide for the middle hour, watched 2 more movies, and then contemplated suicide for the last hour.
Why?
I just had a lot of shit I wanted to get done, and I didn't get to do any of it. So like every time I turned on a movie, I just was like, I could be doing so much more right now. I couldn't even enjoy the movies because I was like, I could be just like having a nice, easy week after this.
Violet did not watch one movie on the way home.
Oh my gosh.
She played games the entire time on the screen.
As long as she loves it, man.
She played games on the screen the entire time.
It blew my mind.
That was when we went on that trip. I was talking about the kids had pretty restricted screen time back then, and so on the plane we were like, "Hey, anything goes." But they stayed up because they were so engaged, and so we got to Europe, and we landed in London. Had to take the Channel across. We were meeting up with Facundo in Paris or something, and literally they stayed up on the train and everything because it was so engaging. And then as soon as we got there, they were dead bodies, like at the train station with their bags and with kids and everything. That's crazy to see. To each their own, and like the nature of your work is different, especially from when I was traveling a lot. But whenever I went to Europe, it was like I would grind on the way there, but then on the way home, actually Rob Lawson, like for people that don't know the legend of Rob, he was a major part of the seminar crew in Europe, during the heyday and whatnot. But he was also good at I was really good at drinking beer back then. And so we'd always like for a semifinal event, for example, I would stay up the entire night after, go to the after party, have a couple beers, and then make sure that I didn't sleep before I got on the plane. And inevitably I would fall asleep on the plane and sleep coast to coast.
Wow.
And wake up back here feeling like somewhat refreshed.
I, on the way there, slept for maybe 2 hours, I think.
So brutal.
And I have a really hard time sleeping on a plane. The kids slept luckily, so I did not. Coming back is easier because you're kind of
during the day.
All day. And then what's nice is by the time you get home, you're like, all right, I'm ready for bed.
I'm tired,
and then our kids have been up at 5 a.m. I watched through episode 6 of Star Wars.
Oh, nice.
Which I've seen them all.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of watching them again right now.
They're okay.
Oh, I like them.
I mean, they're good, but they're not like, I don't understand the like.
It's funny. We randomly started back on it. Well, I think the obsession was like in the 80s, it was cutting edge.
Yeah.
And that's when people got like buck wild about it. And so they kind of have to be fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when the new ones came out, they were so dedicated as fans.
So I'm thinking the original 3 are pretty good. The first 3.
Yeah.
There's so much 3, like 4, 5, and 6.
So much CGI in it.
Oh yeah.
And Anakin in the second one is almost unbearable.
Yeah. I think you have to contextualize it.
I mean, I like them.
When it came out, it was like
they're entertaining to watch, especially on a plane. And now I'm like, all right, I want to go back and watch the newest 3.
Don't
7,
you like
8, 9.
you like Marvel stuff though, right?
Yeah.
The whole movie's CGI.
Nothing in
that's
it's
real.
better
CGI.
The first 3 are rough.
When
If
you
you went
say
back
first
and watched
3, do you mean like 4, 5, 6?
No, I mean 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you're talking 4, 5, and 6 is like the 80s.
Yeah.
And then
I think
1,
those
2, and
ones
3 are the late 90s.
those ones are the better of the
third one's incredible.
The third one is great. The second one is a little, which is hard in a trilogy, I guess.
Yeah.
The second one just kind of drags on, and Anakin, that when he was a teenager was really hard. Like he's such a whiny little.
Yeah, and then I'll say like if you watch any of the spin-offs on like Disney Channel,
they're great.
They're great.
They're great.
You know?
Rogue One was great, and actually the newer ones, the a lot of the fight scenes. But you go back and watch the fight. I'll say the fight scenes in 1, 2, and 3 are great. The fight scenes in 3, 4 are 4, 5, and 6 are really hard to watch after watching the because they do a really good job in the early ones.
See, I didn't watch them that way. I watched 4, 5, and 6. Then I watched 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Recently.
I just went. I was like, screw it. I'll just watch from.
If you do 4, 5, and 6, and then 1, 2, and 3, it all seems a little bit better because 4, 5, and 6, you're not expecting much.
I remember watching 1, 2, and 3 in theaters and thought they were great when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But it's hard to like go back in early 2000s.
Well, and it depends on how you guys are saying it because 1, 2, and 3 is actually the ones that came out later, right?
I think of 4, 5, and 1, 2, and 3 the way they are in the series.
The way they were released.
No.
Oh, the way they are in the series.
The way they are in the series.
So you went
1, 2, and 3 is
okay.
like Anakin.
I'm trying to
4,
watch
5,
the
and 6
series
Luke.
in the way it was. Is it based on a book? Is that how
series,
they? Okay. Is that why they didn't do 1, 2, and 3 first?
I think the legend that I heard was that Spielberg wanted the technology to be there so that he could actually do it the way he wanted to do it. Okay. Can I do a hard right turn because we got a lot of stuff coming up and we've been talking for a long time?
Sure.
Okay. Speaking of work for you, one big thing that's coming up is Everyday Hero Games is like around the corner. Why are you excited about it? we have a locked in roster, which I'm really excited about.
We did get it locked in.
We got it locked in. Okay. And there's some heavy hitters. Jack Rosema's coming out. Carolyn Prevost.
Yep.
We got some awesome firefighters. CrossFit Cadre, I can't think of his name right now, but old schooler. He used to compete at regionals and a real badass. But, last year I'd say that the event was very modest.
Yeah.
This year, credit where credit's due. CrossFit's been awesome at we're bringing on Air National Guard. So it's going to be cool to have them there. And I think the venue's going to look really sexy. And you guys definitely stay tuned in because Scott's going to make an epic masterpiece to follow and kind of recap the entire event. So, if people want to be there, it's November 15th. We'll be releasing tickets soon. They don't cost anything. We just want the building there. We want to celebrate these guys.
Support the military, police, firemen, service, all of them.
Educators.
Service Cup.
I think Educators got last place last year, but Carolyn Prevost's in it this year. I'm going to say female educators are bringing the heat this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, really, it's been hard to bring it to life, but I'm glad we do it. I think it's probably one of the most, for me, meaningful events,
I think
right?
It's a way to give back and let them showcase how awesome they are and what they actually do. And the model or the, what service men and women should strive for, as being the fittest. So pretty cool.
And work together on a team.
The background.
Yeah. Work together on a team. I like that idea that it's a partner competition, possibly with somebody you either don't know or barely know, and figure out how to work together on the fly for a day and win. I think that's really cool. There's maybe some of them know each other and train together, but it's cool that You just show up. Here's your partner. Like, how can you do? Like,
Yeah.
you're literally part of your job is to be able to work with people that you don't know or necessarily don't know very well. So I think that's like a cool wrinkle.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I have it my way, we'll do it again. So, what was it? Female medical, especially. I think people maybe don't sign up for these things because they're like, oh, I don't have a chance. But there's room. Like if if you want to throw down, there's definitely. I think people could make a splash.
I'm excited for the events. I think.
Yeah, we're not going to announce them, but maybe you could tease.
Yeah, they'll be familiar if you pay attention. They'll be familiar. And yeah, I mean, I've tested 3 of them. There's a 4th one that he tested, 4th, 5th. I don't know how you, it depends on how you look at it, I guess. There's one of them that he tested. I've tested at least 3 or 4, depending on how you look at it.
Watkins has tested them all.
Watkins has tested them all. So like,
for the time caps or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tested a few of the time caps.
All in one day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You saw me. You caught me halfway through. I was literally wrapping my knees up with voodoo floss like 3 separate times, and he walks in. I'm like, yeah, I'm down bad. And no, they're gonna be great. I really like the events. I mean, I'm biased. We wrote them, but I like them.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I think they'd be really fun. Does it ruin a surprise if we talk about you? You're doing a little showcase.
Am I?
Yeah.
Surprise.
It's not a surprise.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You just don't remember. You know. Oh, you know.
It's very familiar. Something very familiar. So we'll keep it a surprise. We'll keep it a surprise.
No idea what we're talking about.
You do. You really. I promise. We talked.
You're doing one workout in the middle of the event.
By myself?
No,
Triple three.
we're gonna get some Air National Guard guys out there.
And a partner?
They're yes.
Okay.
And they tried to rope me and Boz into it.
Is Angelo my partner? Yes.
If someone said Watkins.
If I'm doing it, you're my partner. I'm making you
know.
do it.
Someone asked if I.
Okay. Now I get it.
We were in the meeting yesterday.
Then you have to do
Someone
it.
goes, "Are you his
Revenge.
partner?" Someone goes, "Are you his partner?" And I go, "Well, it's like based on the people in this room, I think yes."
We're gonna have to put some stipulations on one of the movements.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if you were gonna say that
For sure.
Yeah, Boz said he was gonna come. I talked to him this past weekend. Said he's gonna come and that he is willing to do kind of whatever we need. So. We got
Yes.
one need. I got one need, buddy.
All in the benefit of the community.
Yeah, come on.
Shit, now I got to go practice that.
No,
Yeah,
you
I do.
don't.
Yeah, I do.
You don't have to
I do.
practice it. You and I do.
Yeah, 100%.
Since we last podcasted, we also announced the Mayhem Classic and the CrossFit Games location was announced.
Oh, location, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fired up about the Classic.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Classic.
It's
gonna be
a highlight of the year. It's really hard undertaking for our team, as we all know, but like the hardest things are the ones that are worth doing, right? We're going early season again. Why?
Early season. I like to get it out of the way for the athletes, and then just have them concentrate on the season for the rest of the season. It's a weekend before. Are we allowed to say the dates?
Yeah, they're released.
So it's the weekend before Trice's birthday. So April, turkey hunting season again. We'll make it work. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Angelo can't help program this year because he's coaching athletes. So,
Did anybody at Rogue
Sucks.
bring it up?
No.
Any athletes? No. Okay.
nobody.
No, not really. Austin said he wants to come because he thinks he can win again, which is great.
Yep.
Our programming
can.
like trust tree is very small now.
Yeah, me, Darren, you. We might have to bring somebody from the outside in.
Yeah, you
We
guys
talked about actually replacing Angelo with his buddy JR. So we'll see.
JR does good work.
He does good work.
Yeah, I'm actually really upset about it. I want to be a part of it. I know I shouldn't, but I really want to do it. Because that's like, I mean, programming in general is like my favorite thing to do. Programming competitions that I get to see like the highest level athletes get to do. So that sucks.
Does JR like ghost program for anybody though?
No.
Because I know
You're saying athletes? No.
I didn't know if he actually programmed for Hopper. I know.
No, he doesn't.
I know Hopper's always like affiliated with a camp, but then JR programs for him.
Dude,
type thing.
it's that their programming relationship is so funny. Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, he'd be a good one to pull in.
Yeah.
I feel like he fits into our group pretty well as far as
I already have some non specific ideas?
Gosh, I have one idea that I want to be done so bad, and you guys do too. I just can't. I mean, I can offer it up. I will offer it up. I know you'll love it. The both of you will love it. You more than him, though.
Oh man.
Gosh, it's so frustrating. Honestly,
The nice thing is,
it's giving me such a complex.
last year when did we decide to do the classic? It was like January, right?
Yeah, I think we had agreed to it maybe in like November. I remember specifically sitting in a tree stand in the back there.
Yeah.
And Dave texted me.
Yep.
So that would have been November, December.
But it wasn't. We didn't know we were gonna do
No,
it.
that was
I've
like
already
that was the first
started to
conversation.
put together some
He was
ideas.
more so. Wasn't he more so saying like, "Would you do this kind of thing?"
Yeah.
And you agreed.
Is JR program and syndicate?
Yeah.
Maybe we could just do a conglomerate of us programming it together, both of those together. That way they don't overlap.
Yeah.
I'll text him.
But yeah, this year we have more time to prepare. I feel like even though we had done the classic before, a lot of us like weren't here when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, and two, now that we know the floor kind of layout of last year and how everything went and all that, we can come up with something.
I thought it went. I mean, I thought the layout was incredible.
Yeah, no, I thought it was great.
there's very little to improve on, but there's definitely stuff we can do to make it
Yeah, there's very
better.
little to improve on.
And we can find the best squatters again, you know?
Yep, for sure. We can just program
everyone
squatting
better
in
be.
every
I
movie.
just like. I don't know. I won't know. But everyone better be careful what they say about the squatting, because it could be way worse for way more reasons.
And we can program some lunging, which is also squatting now.
Yeah.
And the bike, because it's squatting as well.
Yep.
Yep. It's this unilateral cyclical squat. That's what someone.
So
would
what
say,
did they
I'm
do
sure.
at Rogue?
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Let's apply those same metrics to every other competition.
Man, if lunging is squatting, I finally found a squatting movement I'm good at.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
Me too.
not.
What about the games going back to California?
I think it's awesome. I think it's cool. California is just such a. I love visiting. I don't think I could ever live there. Sorry, anybody that lives in California, but
The weather that time of year is great
it's
for
awesome. Yeah, and then it'll be a little bit more north too.
Yep.
So from what I'm used to,
Ro, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is like right by where HQ used to be, right?
Yeah,
Where-
so
is
San
where we did
Jose is inland, and then you go over this little freeway to the coast, and that's
Yeah.
where we lived in Santa Cruz. So that's
You,
where
you know everyone there is like punching the air. The HQ's gone
Yeah.
because they would have been
totally,
like a stone's throw away from the games.
totally.
they're doing it at where we did the Invitational.
That's right, SAP Center.
That's
yeah.
cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's a great
That
venue.
was a fun
Really?
event. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the ice was still down when we were there, and they had like wood over the ice, so you could kind of feel. And,
Yeah, and it
it's
was
not
cold,
saying
right?
it would be that time, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was awesome. For
cool.
me, it was perfect.
yeah,
Kind of
I
cool.
think that's
in
where I
there.
snatched 305
That's right.
Is
in
it?
competition. Yeah.
yeah, that was a great year. So yeah, cool venue. California's awesome. People like to travel there.
a good
yeah, man, I feel
destination
like
place.
games are. This is a great move,
Yeah.
and everybody's speculating. But have they announced there's going to be something at the ranch?
No, everyone is speculating though
Okay.
for sure.
I would assume
Dave
so.
say something on one of his.
It's
I think
literally
Maybe, I don't.
I think he may have said something.
I don't really.
So
watch-
you're-
I
you're
don't watch
literally
those,
a-
so.
25 minute bus ride from Aromas.
Oh,
So
so plan for. You
It's
should
there.
be planning for some kind of long
yeah,
trail
get
run.
some dirt in your lungs now, so you're used to it.
Have someone sprinkle some dirt on you while you're doing push-ups.
That's right. That would be a good strategy. And then December 6th, 7th, we're doing our first kind of iteration of Train with Rich, but not really. It's going to be a wholly new event, the Gym Development Weekend.
Yep.
Which I'm personally really excited about.
gonna be awesome.
Like the coaches Congress, the affiliate con, like all these things were, to me, indications that people are really hungry for this stuff, or even what we're saying, you know, like your talk at Rogue where people are like, they're hungry
Yeah.
for info. And I mean, again, the main purpose of what we're doing is
Giving back.
yeah, man. We're just trying to add as much value as we possibly can to people that like to follow Mayhem affiliate. And yeah, so I'm fired up for that.
It's gonna be a ton of fun.
SMEs on site, best hour who, you know, if no one's clear on that, those guys have a great track record of telling affiliate stories. Affiliate Con was a great example. They were
I heard nothing but good things about
Yeah.
Affiliate Con.
absolutely. And so yeah, having them on site too to show gym members or gym
Yeah,
owners.
from a business perspective, mentor perspective, what to do.
Right.
It's things that they've learned over the years.
Yeah. And not in a one size fits all. I think that's where like people always miss is they're
Yep.
like, whether you're in San Jose, California or Cookeville, Tennessee, like you got to follow
You
this
gotta follow
script.
this. Nope.
What we do here is not going to work in New York City. Right.
Yeah.
So that'd be fun too. You around for that?
When is it?
December
Just like
6th,
the
7th.
first- I think so.
5th, 6th, 7th, something like that.
I think so, yeah. This goes about all those like gatherings in general, like the talk that we had on Friday, and then the group workout we had on Saturday, and obviously affiliate con and coaches congress, all those things. The amount of like revitalization you get from that about CrossFit and coaching CrossFit for me specifically and doing CrossFit is crazy.
You're having a tense moment. Yeah, there was a fly hanging on your head. I couldn't think.
He's
still there.
Like, where is it? Is it on my hat?
There you go. He's gone. Oh,
no, he wants in my hat.
He wants to be part of the show.
It's that orange hat,
dude. The like fuel you get from that is crazy. Like when I started the talk, I was like, I don't know where this is gonna go, and then me and Dom started talking back and forth. And as he's saying something, I'm already thinking what I want to say, and then I can see his wheels turning while I'm talking. People are engaged. More people start coming up, and then we do a class workout at 7 a.m. with 90 people in it, and you're like, dude, this is so cool.
100%.
Like, it just, like, makes you want to do those things more and more.
Yes. And I would say what was cool about Coaches Congress and Affiliate Con was that it wasn't just attached to, I'm glad that went so well, right? Because I've had the experiences at the games where it's like, I would love to go hear that, but the heavy hitters are about to take the stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're trying to balance like the two things. It was just people who were coming for that knowledge and growth.
Yeah, I mean, I think, it gets a little bit redundant when they always clip the same talk from both of those events, but man, it just shows you how awesome and alive the community is, and how you, once again, like you're saying, you get a little bit of revitalization, because you get here and we get into, that's one of the pushes that I've kind of said within the staff is go do the class, once a week. If you're on site, you need to do the class, because you get that from other people. CrossFit, I think, is meant to be shared or done in a group. Yes, obviously you can do CrossFit by yourself, and that's one of the beauties of it is minimal equipment and being able to do it at home in a minimal amount of time, but it is 2-3 times a week. Try to get into an affiliate or a gym, or work out with other people, invite your neighbors, whatever it is, because man, it's so much more fun, so much more rewarding, and just, gives you some life back.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely.
Well, and we're like, I think as a community also, like the people that really love CrossFit, we're inherently nerdy, right? Like a bunch of jocks, but like we're inherently nerdy. And so I think even at Coaches Congress, for me personally, there was no less than a dozen people that I spoke to where I was learning stuff from them, or they wanted to go deeper on things. You know what I mean? It's like the games does kind of sometimes keep things surface level, right? Like we'll get into programming and we'll get into training, and you go down some rabbit holes. But I think that's what makes like great gyms and great trainers is the ones who they're really cerebral. They've done a lot. They've invested a lot of time, energy, and probably money into honing their craft, getting better, getting smarter, all that kind of stuff. So these things are an opportunity for them to come together and like hear from thought leaders, but also talk to each other and provide great information.
You still plunge in sauna a lot?
Yeah. I haven't refilled my plunge since I've been home, but yes. Why?
I don't know. I've just, minus Colorado, and I actually did some in Scotland. I've been doing, every morning I'll get up 30 minutes earlier and do 25 minutes in the sauna and 3 minutes in the plunge. I just feel pretty good to start the day. Oh,
yeah.
It's,
I drained it out just because it kind of needed to be cleaned anyway. So I'm like, I'll just drain it out and then I'll clean it when I get home. So I just need to clean it out and refill it. But
I need to. I think I want to take that barrel to the gym. So we have, because that sauna we have at the gym is terrible, and then get one for the inside of the house. But man, it's I like it. So I like that routine. At first, it's what I like about adding the sauna to it is it makes the cold plunge so much easier. Makes it bearable.
Well, like, and it makes it. You're like
you want it. It's relief. Want it.
Yeah, so
25 minutes. I've been listening to, a podcast or different books I've been reading. I've been listening to Howerton's podcast a lot, that Story of Us book. And it's just a good start to the day, 25 minutes of that, and then 3 minutes in the plunge. But it makes the plunge, it's so hard to cold in the morning, go down and get in the plunge.
Yeah.
Especially when it's cold outside now.
Yeah, so the sauna is like, oh, okay, I can warm up into this. And the last, first 15 minutes is okay. Last 10 minutes gets pretty rough.
You're like just sitting there.
Mine, I got to figure out how to take the safety off, but it's at 186 is like 190.
How much higher do you want
200.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mine's
want
like 185.
You want it north of 200 for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll pour.
It's
I
not
have
even
no
hot
idea
till
what
it's
the actual
200.
temperature is in there because I don't have. I need to get a thermometer for up top.
Yeah.
Because I'll pour water on there.
Yep.
But the last 7-8 minutes, I start doing the like.
Oh yeah,
rocking,
you're
you
like.
know,
We found out.
stuff.
We found out at the gym you can jailbreak it by putting like a wet towel over the thermometer.
Oh, okay.
So it'll think it's cooler and
Yep.
it'll just keep cranking.
Yep,
We got
that'll
that
do
thing
it.
like 220.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna break it. It's not meant to go.
You're gonna catch on fire.
There's like a.
I would say though we should keep your smaller sauna here, get a bigger one for the gym. That would be my. And if anyone wants to send me a free sauna, I'll gladly accept it.
Sisu.
So I
Sisu's a good
so I
sauna.
can wake up 30 minutes
It's got
earlier
that
like
Hume
Rich and
heater in it.
get in the
Yeah.
Bigger
sauna.
Hume heater.
Yeah, those are nice.
It'll get there quick. So
Yeah.
I always set the night before.
Does it
Does it have a
turn on
timer?
by itself?
I can set. It's like a.
Oh,
it's got
that's
an app.
so nice.
It's on
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, and so I can set it. You know, I'll get up at 6, and so I'll set it at 5:30 to start heating. So by the time I get down there, it's like 160.
With the heater that I got, it was like a separate upcharge to do that, and I was like, I don't know if I ever will, and maybe I should
super
have,
beneficial.
Does it live outside?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah. Got like shingles on it though too, so it's like fun.
Did you get this idea from Austin or did you just do it?
What?
Because he does the same thing. He gets up early in saunas.
After talking to him, you know, it's hard to do it in the middle of the day, try to fit it in, or even at night, I don't have the time to do it. So I thought, hey, let's get up 25, 30 minutes earlier than normal to try
Just
to
go sit.
And honestly, I feel pretty good. And I didn't get Scott's sickness. I don't know if it has anything to do with in Colorado because Scott almost died on us on the mountain.
Man, when I heard that Scott didn't get up out of the tent, I knew it had to be bad.
Me and Scott, I don't want to turn this into a hunt podcast, but you can go to In Pursuit and hear the full story. Me and Scott hunted, what do we say, 19 days with travel and everything.
Yeah.
We were together for 19 days chasing elk this year. Scott missed 3.5 hours.
Oh my god.
3.5 hours Scott missed.
That's all it took.
And I killed.
And that's all it took.
Me and Curtis, basically, and we did a similar play of what we would have done with Scott.
It's tough.
We just, the couple afternoons we'd been going to a spot where we saw him the day that we scouted, and we didn't want to go in the morning because we didn't want to blow them out if we couldn't, if they were there. And so we'd always use that as our afternoon play. So last morning we were like, screw it. There's elk up there. Let's go check. And we saw some cows and spikes come in. Opposite side of the ridge we had been sitting on. And so we were on this other side where we saw them coming out. Nothing. We go to get in the sun because it was like 18 degrees. And go up, get in the sun, turn around, and right where we were sitting, 100 yards from where we were sitting, elk start coming out. Sure enough, legal bull shot him at 460 yards, I think is what it was. And but it was so funny so what I've learned with elk hunting is it's a lot of hard work, little bit of skill, and a ton of luck. We sat that same spot for multiple hours and never saw anything. We saw something the first day when we didn't have a rifle at 3:20 in the afternoon, and then never saw him again in that same spot. So it's crazy what it goes into it. But yeah, Scott, I knew he was in trouble the night before. Like all week he'd been kind of like slowly had a cough. I was like, "Oh, you got that cough?" He's like, "Yeah, I think it's still lingering from the last one." And then slowly just started degrading downhill.
Into madness.
And
the second day I woke up and I was on my deathbed the second day I felt really bad, but I could still power through. It was just like Wyoming. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to bed early, wake up, I'm going to feel better. Because that's what happened in Wyoming. I woke up on the second day I was sick, which would have been, I guess, Sunday. No. Yes. I started feeling bad Saturday afternoon, didn't feel good Sunday. Monday I was worse, way, way worse. And then Tuesday I was about as bad as you could get.
Yeah, every time we would stop, he would just lay flat. And a couple times he fell asleep and he'd be snoring on the side of the hill. And anybody who says rifle hunting is way easier I think they're wrong. We hunted really freaking hard.
It's just a different,
different style.
We talked about how archery is more a consistent grind because you're kind of having to cover country slowly over time. And there's always like the moments where you're sprinting through stuff or whatever. But rifle is like, it's like nothing and then it's on. Mm-hmm. And you got to get into position to get the shot.
Yeah.
Because you can usually...
Well, we covered a lot of ground to get different looks at different things. We'd go up, we'd go down, we'd go over, up, down. And so, we were hiking 30,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
That's what Whoop tracks is how many steps you take. Yeah. My uncle got a bull, which was really awesome. He's 65, and so it was cool. He was there with his sons. Ashton, one son, ended up finding it and glassing it. What else was there that I was going to say about that whole trip? I don't remember, but yeah, man, it was a ton of fun. It was a cool camp. And then Scott, just the last day. Yeah, every time we'd like stop, he would just lay down. Oh, man. And so I knew that night before the last night, it was like getting kind of dark and nothing was happening. And I just looked over and I'm like, Curtis, we got to get Scott out of here. And sure enough, we left. And he didn't like, I'm like, hey, Scott, let's get you back. And he didn't argue. Yeah. And wasn't like, no, I'm good.
So
like, that was it. I had the epiphany while I was out there. I think my favorite style of hunting, style/species, is cow elk.
Really?
Yes. Because when you're out there, you see so many of them. And you don't care about its antler size. There's no legal or illegal cow elk to shoot when you have a cow tag. There's no, like, you just get to see them and you go hunt them and you're out there with your buddies and you can, talk and hang out and you're glassing, you go find them, you get into position and you're not worried about, you want meat. That's it, right? You might be looking for a big bodied, old nanny cow elk, but other than that, you're not like, he's not legal. We saw a ton of spikes. We saw a bunch of bulls. They're all super timid. The cows, for the most part, are just they're everywhere. And so I just had that epiphany while I was out there.
I agree. I've never hunted cow elk. However, I've hunted a lot of, I've hunted I've gone out specifically on a doe hunt. Yeah. And you're like, I see a freaking slick head walk by. I'll put an arrow in it.
Yep. It's like Georgia.
Yeah. I mean, literally, that's how it is in Georgia. You're like, there's going to be something that comes by.
Yeah. Because by no means am I a trophy hunter per se, depending on what unit I would be in.
But you want to shoot something that's
But you have to shoot something legal. Yeah, in Colorado, legal. It has to have 3 points on one side and has 6-inch brow tines.
Yeah.
That's hard to tell, but, it has to have 4. No, it has to have 4 on one side.
Yeah.
And so, we saw so many spikes.
The future is bright.
There.
Yeah, but I really like the argument that the guy from Blood Origins makes that what would you rather me do? I'm trying to hunt a mature animal with big antlers because it's mature and fully grown. Do you want me to shoot the spike that doesn't have a chance to even breed? Yeah. What are we arguing here? Yes, I am a trophy hunter. I want to shoot the biggest, most mature animal that's already lived out its life. Yep. That's what I'm going for.
And passed on his genes.
Yeah, it's passed on his genes. He's had his time. Now it's my time to end it.
And eat it.
And eat it.
Cool.
That being said, if I'll gladly come with you to Illinois next year, Angelo. Yeah. If this pans out into a multi-year thing.
I hope it does. I'm so excited.
I might go up to the lease this weekend if you want to go.
Oh, he doesn't need to.
Oh yeah, you won't have a tag.
No, yeah, I want to. I was gonna wait because this spot is so good. I wanted to wait to go there, and that gives us less pressure for that spot too. So you can go hunt it, and it's less pressured. Hatfield was he's like, I'm about to turn my camera off because he has this massive, just two massive bucks.
I need to put some of that scrape stuff out here.
Yeah. He says it works like crazy. Yeah. So I think he's going home today. Yeah, I think they got home midday or sometime yesterday. And
he's going to be in the woods tonight.
Oh yeah, he said I need to get home and take time off and hunt. I don't even think that he's probably going to do any CrossFit for a week and a half, which is hilarious to me. I love that. He's like, I just want to go hunt. He said, I screw this CrossFit stuff.
What else? Any other PSAs?
I think we nailed it, man. Lots to look out for. So keep track, man. We're sprinting. The year's gonna hit. We're gonna be sprinting.
440 challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I got to do all those stupid workouts again, huh?
Yep.
Yay.
Different ones though.
No, I think they're all the same.
Why don't we should do different ones?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I would vote for different ones.
Yeah, me too. All right.
Bye.
Peace.
That's all I got.